You already know what your girl was doing before I got up on here. Y'all gotta check myself. I'm almost ready. Oh my gosh, y'all. They do not want this message to get out. I promise you. I promise you. Promise. Listen. Me. Okay, y'all. So I'm really excited as well because I have not been live with YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. I haven't been live with my YouTube family, Sol De Luz on YouTube, Sol De Luz as well on Facebook and IG. Mwah, big kisses to you. C period, D period, goddess. I just had the funniest vision of something in my head, y'all. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't get too distracted. I'm not planning on making this super long. But y'all, let me just tell you, one, good morning, or afternoon, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, the sun just feels like, you know, when the sun's shining like this, it just feels like any part of the day is a start, you know? Fresh start of life, y'all, okay? You see the wind, you feel the wind, it feels so amazing outside, okay? And I'm typically very colorful. But today I was like, oh, well, I will let the vibrance of Mother Gaia and Sun God Ra shine. You know, you wear the colors that you also, I'm geared to say, want to vibrate with that frequency, right? So black could be, especially with the scorpionic full moon, death to the rebirth, which strong on the rebirth, right? Strong on the rebirth. Manifest that rebirth, manifest that new level of life, that new level of love for yourself, okay? And let's not forget, before we're manifesting a man or a woman to come along, we are manifesting the abundance of self-love and very high vibrations and frequencies so we can be successful in our own lives, because that is the only way to be successful and have endurance and love and loyalty within a union and partnership. So this is a love reading that came out in the energy. It's a little bit of a medical diagnosis. That's why I put 911 as well. So it's like a breakup, karmic-y, and then it's like, oh my God, divine feminine, divine masculine, empress, emperor. What are y'all doing? So I basically, let me just take you through what I did really quick before we talk about the cards. Wow. Because, you know, I haven't seen YouTube in a while. Hi, YouTube. I love you so much. They be shadow banning me and stuff, so I haven't been hopping on here with y'all the way I was. But we about to get back on it. Don't worry about it. You know, those that have found me on other platforms as well. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. And I didn't get a chance to reply back, but I did get a few emails just hey, I love your stuff, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you so very much, y'all. But let me get into what this morning was going on. Right, so I did I'm geared to tell you guys, I did spring cleaning, so you guys should do some spring cleaning as well, right? Not because I'm doing it, but because spring has sprung, is trying to anyway. It's trying to. The universe, I feel like, is clearing out all dead things with this scorpionic full moon. So May is really going to be a transformative month, okay? Hopefully we see some beautiful weather still this week, more than 1 or 2 days for all of us that are in the northeastern, or even, I guess, northwestern. I guess it's like this all of up north, maybe. I don't know. Down south, you guys probably don't have this problem as much. Shout out to everybody that's watching me in the UK. I've been checking out my dashboard, y'all. And even, you know, before they was trying to shadow ban me on YouTube and everything else they've been doing, y'all. You know, the haters, the stands, the fans, the naysayers, the tweeters and non-believers. The most definite deceivers, you know, them motherfuckers. Let's not spend too much time on them. God said, girl, we know. I know. But you know, I like to be petty. Pretty, and I'm petty as fuck. Shout out to Cardi B. I love Cardi. But, y'all, I'm getting so off track because the weather is so glorious. I had a mission to come out here and be concise and deliberate. But, yes, just really quick, YouTube, thank you so much. For those of you who still are coming to my page, even though they tried to make it hard to find, and it wasn't getting the exposure it had been getting at the previous time. And I appreciate all of my subscribers who are locked in with the subscribes. You guys, also we have a good bulk of community interaction, I would say, still going on the posts area of Isis Sol De Luz on YouTube, which I love as well. So Instagram, feel free to interact more. Hop in the comments. Keep it respectful though, because if you look at my comment section, if people do not keep it respectful, I do bite back. So please don't do that. Don't make me be rude to you. I would love to just spread love and kindness. You know what I mean? But I'm like the kind of empath that I mirror your energy right back to you, and usually people can't handle when I do that. So please don't do that. Keep it nice. Keep it cute. If you can't do those things, you can always keep it mute. But again, spread pee. And I ain't talking about your pussies and your private parts and your penises. I don't know if I forgot YouTube. Y'all got regulations. I need to get used to being back everywhere. Because literally, it's been like 2 months with this like shadow ban or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, yeah, I swear. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a nuisance. It's been a tad bit annoying. Bravo to y'all for getting on my nerves. Ooh. Look at y'all. Got on somebody's nerves. Ooh, win for you. People are so fucking crazy, y'all. I heard the lunacy. Is it lunacy? I don't really use that word, but lunacy. People are going through lunacy, y'all. Just like confirmation. They're losing their fucking minds, okay? And what's coming out in those cards? Yeah, let's get back. Okay. So, there is a very high vibration of frequencies right now, just in the energy with divine masculine, divine feminine, and the rising of divine masculine, divine feminine, which I think is glorious. Praise be to God for that. Everybody, or Allah, Buddha, your higher power. It could be a woman for you, whoever it is, as long as it's someone righteous and of good teachings and moral standards. Again, confirmation that I'm never here to switch anybody's religious practices unless you are worshiping something dark and evil. If that's the case, we rebuke all of that and we return it to sender, and you can be on your way. Please scroll. But outside of those things, right? What goes up must come down. What is down sometimes must come up, right? So the Bible verse that's coming to mind is, those that were last shall be first, and those that were first shall be last, right? Now, a lot of people that may have been previously first, I wouldn't say everybody that's been first or been in the first of the ranking of things across different industries. I'm hearing across spirituality, across different things. It's like a flip happening, right? And what a lot of people need to understand is this, especially people going through karma instead of dharma. This flip isn't happening because God is like, well, fuck you, we're just gonna do a switcheroo here. No, it's because we are in the age of time that I've said this before, and I guess people weren't listening at the moment. God is quite sick of moral repugnance and immoral behavior and corruption and people delegating other people to be in corrupt positions, for everybody to spread more corrupt behavior, for people to get away with negligence when it comes to human rights. Okay, I'm hearing Michael Jackson. Something is human nature. Why? Okay, guys, like, why? Like, what? And it's like human nature? That's what you want to tell me the problem is? Okay, so basically what you're telling me is some of y'all don't want your free willpower with human nature. So let's just say your strongest source of willpower was like, you was all about that money, power, respect. That's all you need in life. And let's just say you only have respect and power because you have money. Guess what God's going to take from you? He's going to take your money. You know why? Because that's what you're putting in front of treating people well. And you can use that same example and apply it to anything else as far as like example wise in life, right? Because like I said, y'all, I'm trying not to make this long. Every time I do that, I go down different rabbit holes and pitfalls of things that my brain tells me we have to talk about, even though I have like a clear, concise message that I plan to give and just to hop off, right? But that channel message does go along with the tarot reading though. So, and it's not just karmics that need to hear that. I do want to reiterate, because karmics are so touchy during this karmic time for you. It's just like people will set themselves up for failure and then wonder why they failed, be mad they failed, confirmation, and then blame a good person that they failed. Sometimes strangers, people they don't even fucking know, you know what I mean? Whatever. And sometimes it's the closest person to them that wasn't even. It's just like, sir, ma'ams, we all make mistakes, okay? Me, myself, personally, I've made quite a big few of them. Sometimes, even as a good person, your mistake could be letting the devil too close to you, okay? That could be in your best friend, that could be in your baby dad, your baby mom, that could be in staying around a parent who you know, even if you do love them because you're a good-natured person, or you just, like, you do believe in that spiritual groundingness of like, well, that person gave birth to me, I wouldn't be here without them, and all of those things are true, and you're more than welcome to feel that way. I would never tell anybody have negativity against your parents, but what I would say is, if you feel stuck with someone in any type of relationship near you or in proximity to you because of a title, right? Even co-parenting, there is plenty of ways people can co-parent in a healthy way, and if that can't be done, I mean, who wants to go to court and have it all worked out there, right? But if it's like we can come to a commonality of like, listen, we can humbly and mutually agree to disagree, that I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me. But we can still agree to be adults, and you can see, said, as long as you're not bringing any of that negativity or endangerment or any of that nature into said child's world, right? And it's gonna be different for everybody, because some people's baby mom, baby dad are so heinous. It's true. Even criminals, serial killers are fucking parents. You feel me? So it's like, let's not get touchy, y'all. Okay? Like, if you have an ain't shit baby mom, baby dad, if you have an ain't shit dad, if you have an ain't shit mom, I apologize about that. Don't you carry that shame. Protect yourself and protect your family. A lot of people like to carry the shame of like the stigma of not talking to their family or their ex, or they don't want to be looked at funny, or they feel like pressured societally to like still have connections with people who serve you. It's not even just that they serve you no fucking purpose. They're also diminishing and disparaging your purpose, because negativity only drains what you're being positive about. So let's just say you haven't had an awakening yet. You coming across me right now. Hey, what's up? New to you, girl. Glad you're here. Like, share, follow, subscribe. But, you know what I mean? On that side note, though, right? Like, say for dead ass, like, you're new to spirituality, or you're just new to making changes for yourself, right? If someone is used to you amplifying their bad behavior or their bad energy, and you start coming around with good energy that's opposite of their teachings or what they do, that demon in them, that irritation, that narcissist is gonna start fucking bugging out. And you'll see signs of it, but you have to pay attention, obviously, right? Some people are very covert. They're passive aggressive, or sometimes aggressive aggressive. Like, sometimes people get so caught off guard that you say, no, I'm actually doing something for the betterment of myself and not for you. It could be a friend, an ex-lover, a parent, cousin, whoever. And they're just like, oh, you're going to tell me no? You're going to tell me you want to be yourself when I demand you to be different? That's what you're going to do? I'll show you. Like, they come with this tyrant ass 80-year-old. Someone to say 80 degrees. Maybe somebody going through this and you whisper to 80 degrees where you at. Maybe you resonate with this. I don't know. I just heard Florida. I just heard nepotism. Oh, okay. So maybe some of y'all parents own businesses, or I'm hearing conglomerate. I heard, that's my song, Busta Rhymes. This is my conglomerate. And I'm starting to smell something a little rank. So maybe some of y'all parents, okay, or grandparents, or just like your family structure or your organization that you like healed from, right? Because some people don't grow up in a traditional family setting. So take this as it resonates for you. It might not be your mom directly, right? But if you're a foster kid and you have different foster moms, you had that one favorite foster mom, even though she might have been an egomaniacal fucking crazy person, confirmation, but she might have treated you really good in some aspects, or she was the only person that showed you that one particular thing, and now that you're an adult, you feel like survivor's remorse, like, right? Because they still may be in a shitty position, but you're like doing better with your life. But every time you take their advice or deal with them or let them come stay with you or borrow money, something weird happens. That's not a coincidence. Like, God is a very selfish God, and when he gives you life, because that's originally who's making your life, fuck what hole you came out of, he don't want you to overexhaust and overextend yourself to your detriment, because it's your life after all. Like, God really is asking y'all to wake up in the morning and be like, what am I going to do with my one wild and precious life? Because it's yours after all. I'm not saying that means you're going to wake up and manifest no responsibilities. I have responsibilities. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're going to wake up and manifest $1 million tomorrow, but you know what you can? You can manifest a better mind state to get to a bigger and better place, to detach yourself from things that no longer serve you, that drain additional energy, which is, let's think of energy as, like, keep telling y'all, currency, money, right? You got a bank account. Let's just say there's 5K in your bank account. You just lost your job, right? And your 5K is what you got to live off of. You take care of the rent by yourself. Your rent is $2,000. That's only 2 months worth of rent. You also have a car note. Your car note is $400 because let's just say you got it 4 or 5 years ago before it skyrocketed with interest rates, right? So now you're looking at $2,400. You don't have 2 months anymore. You have basically 30 days to get your shit together. Or in 30 more days, you may be at risk of not having a place to live and or a car, right? Now, also fundamentally, if you know you're somebody who continuously has a life structure where you're flighty or lose jobs, I know it can be hard to save. I've had that different expenditure issue when I was stressed out in my life, different times in my life, so I get it. Like, it can happen. I'm not shitting on anybody. But if you're being irresponsible because it's like drugs and shit like that, like, go to rehab. Like, I'm not even going to shit on you for that. Like, you have an underlying issue. But what I will say is, when you show yourself, like, even those who don't pray or you're not super religious, let's just, because God is oneness, God is within you. So let's just say you don't pay your bills first, but you go party and buy bottles of Henny and you go fuck off your money with strippers and you buy some head. And you had a great overall weekend. You got some head and shit. Hey, you got some head. And you didn't wake up with herpes. Look at God. Okay? But now you don't have money for your rent. But you got your dick sucked. You got you and a bitch drunk and y'all look fly on IG. Yeah, you know. Because that really paid you. Now, unless that's paying you, baby, I ain't talking to you, right? Because unless there's somebody of heavy content that's doing that exact thing right now, okay? Then maybe it did pay you, baby, but maybe on a spiritual level it's not paying you, right? So it's just like you got to understand the way you spend your money, the way you spend your time, the way you use your thought process that's all manifestation tools. So if you use your money recklessly, why would God, when you're praying for money, give you money even if you may need it when he might have cut you a break that you wasn't even thinking about 2 weeks ago or 5 months ago? Some of y'all was late on something, and by the grace of God, something came through. Some of y'all was just begging air for it. You didn't even call out God's name, but he knew you needed him, and you hadn't even talked to him in a while, and he made sure you got that blessing. Now, let's fast forward to current day. You needing another pick-me-up, and nobody's here to help, and you hoping, fly-by-night miracle again. Nah, bro, because you know what? When God gives you a miracle by way of a person, a place, money, or a thing, or anything of that instance, you are supposed to respect what you're given, and one, get yourself together so you're not put in that predicament again, right? It's like giving yourself a leg up. Like God giving you a stepping stool. Like, oh, step up, my babe. Okay, you over the fence. Don't throw your ball back over here because I ain't gonna throw it back next time. Like that's what Father God's doing. It's like, okay, I gave you this. Just been like, it's like your dad. Like when my dad first helped me move out, right? Like I moved out, I had my money together, and my dad never even told me he was gonna help me when I moved out. I moved out at 18, and I got my own place. Well, I was about to be 19, or I just turned 19. And I got my own place, and rent at the time, y'all, because I was telling y'all I'm old. It was like 09. Rent was like, I don't know, like 600. Hey, baby. Rent was what's that, Billy? Hi, Billy. Or no, that's a biker. Hi, biker boy care. Hi, baby. But no, what was I saying? So, man, I hate when I get thrown off. It wasn't your fault, baby. But that's why I don't never read those things, because I be getting distracted when I be in my flow. Oh, yeah, so long story short, when I moved out, right, my dad didn't even tell me he was going to do this. But he told me to have a certain amount of money together, right? And my rent was $600. So I had a nice one bedroom, it was quiet, little nice one place for myself. I'm 19 years old, right? And I, made all the requirements by myself. He didn't need to co-sign for me or anything like that. And he told me, he was like, save up $1,200. And then I was hesitant to move out because I was like, Daddy, I have to give them $800 because I got like a good credit deal or whatever, because my dad made sure at 18 I had a credit card and got a credit card and knew how to use it, and did the deposit card and all that, because he was like, what if you need to move out and you have no credit? Yeah, you're going to have to pay extra fees. Like, fees come with not having good credit. When you don't have good spiritual credit with God, you're not getting blessed, baby. You're getting debts. You know what I mean? Think about it. Same thing in real life. As above is so below. The banking system, if you know what I mean, in some regards, is ran off of pennies from heaven, baby. You gotta understand that. Everything that happens down here. It's something that he already pre-contrived to happen from up there. You need to understand that. Or all around here, wherever God is, source is to you, as long as you ain't staying down there. All right, amen. But so y'all need to understand in regards to the notion of like everything about what you do and how you live is currency. And I'm guided to not even do the cards because God said for confirmation. This afternoon, he wanted me to just channel and apparently talk about this. So if some of y'all is having fluctuations with your actual, money, right? Your money. I'm not, because some of y'all be like, well, you telling me this, but how do I make money? Okay, well, listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not. I know a lot. I know a lot. But I can't just be on here giving y'all, and in general collective reading financial advice. Now, some of y'all would like specific alignment coaching sessions. Again, I'm still not a financial advisor, but can I teach you to get in a state of abundance so you can always manifest that and go get it on your own? Absolutely. Yes, I could do that, baby. But I'm not a bank robber. I'm not a scammer. I can't help you with any of those things because I hear these thoughts. It's like, there's no scam. It's prayer, baby. It's God. It's magic. People rather believe that there's like scams behind things than like real power of like good intentions. That's why I sometimes I get so irritated because it's like you can tell in people's energy they just don't understand spirituality. And I understand I'm a teacher, so I try not to get upset about it or like look at it like you're a fucking idiot. But when you have just no moral ethics, I think just spiritually you're fucking stupid. Like, and I think those things sometimes go together. You know what I mean? Confirmation. Like, it's very rare for you to meet a person with morals that's completely spiritually stupid. Because morals come from spirit, your soul. What would feel good or bad to your soul level. That's where morals come from. So typically when somebody don't got no morals, they're a fucking idiot spiritually. And you can't even have conversations like this with these people. Because they're like, well, okay, give me the loot. So what am I doing on my phone to get it though? What am I do? It's like, my nigga, is you listening? It's like, Jesus giving a man a fish or teaching you how to fish. You want to always be able to feed yourself, right? Like, if somebody giving you gems that's going to get you somewhere that you can use in your everyday life to manifest something good for you every day, motherfucker. And I just want to say, I'm giving this to y'all for free. Donation, I do accept donations. After I get off the live, I'll put my Cash App, my Zelle, and my Venmo, okay? Because take my advice and go ahead when you get your next bonus or when that cash pops up that you needed. You know what I mean? Go explore some of my content. I ain't playing with y'all. It ain't a trick. It ain't witchery. God don't got no problem giving you more money if you... Confirmation. If he'll give you bricks. You hear them bricks? He'll give you bricks, y'all. But you gotta act right. You can't be sitting around doing a whole bunch of fuck nigga shit or weird bitch shit or karmic shit or unhealthy shit. God said he really frowns upon y'all motherfuckers going around spreading disease. Okay? Them HIVs, them herps, any type of dis and ease. God is like, why? I understand you got it. God is saying to some of y'all, I understand you got it. But why are you purposely going out finding people that don't got it and giving it to them? And that's part of this reading. There's people in this reading who will buy sex, okay? They will pay for sex, but they won't buy anything for their children but want sex from you and or you divine chosen collective, and they won't even pay. They're gross and they're cruel. You see how that red light up? These people are the devil. Just demons. Ooh, a red big old Mack truck just rolled by. But listen, I want to tell y'all something, for real. Let me just, I can do a couple of reports, guys. I had to ask first, because he told me to shut the fuck up. So, there are some checks and some balances that need to be happening, okay? God said them scales, okay? Your hearts are not looking light as a feather. As well as there being physical checks cashed fraudulently and or not given to the right person and or trying to be cashed in a joint bank account from when someone was a minor with their parent possibly and they don't even know the account's still open. Trust funds and or reparations I'm hearing for know what y'all niggas did. God said, you know what y'all niggas did. Check it. Check yourself, bitch. And he also said some of y'all need to check into the clinic. Check into hospice for that clinic visit you didn't go to. You thought you was going to be spreading stuff and God wasn't going to check you into the grave. You crazy as hell. You stealing money and spreading the hips, shooting down, and you thought God wasn't going to rain down on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Yeah, God going to rain his wrath on your fucking ass. You out here stealing money but won't feed your child. You're crashing and burning. And you out here buying the HIV sex. That's what you doing. You paying for chicks giving you the HIVs or men giving you the HIVs. It could be men or men. Shit. Which ain't nothing wrong with you being gay, but why you gotta be doing this? Why you gotta be paying people and not giving money? So you rather pay for a man to suck on your ding-a-ling and you a man and you don't want to give your baby some money? Oh. God said that's not good. That is not good. That's no good. God said that's no good here. It's no fucking good here. Okay, sir and ma'ams. Somebody is trans, bi, or gay. And in black, this card says hidden in the shadows. Mm-hmm. Somebody's like, yeah, it ain't hidden no more, niggas. Or nigga bitches, shims. Y'all came up in the reading the other day. Chicks with dicks. How y'all doing? I thought don't get upset. Don't get upset. I love everyone. Y'all know I just said you are a chick, right? You said I wake up and I'm a woman. Okay, so you a chick and you happen to have a dick. So you're a chick with a dick. Don't get mad at me. That's your appropriate description, ma'am, sir. Ma'am at the top, sir at the motherfucking bottom. Chick with a dick. Yeah. They might be coughing uncontrollably right now from that. Hives cough. Telling people they got the flu and shit. Confirmation. I'm on a roll. Okay. Paying people. They was paying all types of people, y'all. And they was paying people to say things with this blue in the throat chakra. They were paying people to say what they thought about you guys, maybe. They were silencing people. So paying people, silencing people, paying for lies. Collective, stay unbothered. These people are so caught up. Okay, so caught up. Usher. Somebody may be an earth sign with that brown. Usher from Georgia. Maybe somebody's in Atlanta, Georgia. Or what? I don't know. God said, yeah, hammer. Get him. Fuck him up. Okay. So, from doing all this bullshit, I feel like someone's cross-watcher. Cross-watcher. I felt somebody's energy just pop in. How you doing? Is life treating you good? Huh? So, face on a t-shirt energy. This could go one of two ways, collective. My loves. They got face on a t-shirt energy up in here, right? You could either be a famous legend, you know what I'm saying? A legend. Or be safe on the block and fuck around and find out. So again, that brown, somebody need to get grounded, or somebody might be an earth sign or earth placement. Somebody may be a water sign, water placement, but they fucking around and finding out over there in that karmic side with that karma. I mean, collective, your face might end up on a t-shirt because you famous. You fucking icon living. I'm hearing by, was it Jaden Smith? Icon living. Yeah, because you're between the 3D and the 5D, all my spiritually awakened, divine feminine, and divine masculines. Mom, I love you. Emperors and empresses, okay? You are between the 3D and the 5D. Renewal, manifest your most wildest dreams. You see all that? You see that green? That flicker? I'm sorry, YouTube. It don't, for some, like the iPhone do it different up here. But yo, you see this? You see that? Oh, I look so pretty. And y'all, make sure you're saying your affirmations to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, tell yourself that you're gorgeous. Tell yourself that you're going to thrive. Tell yourself that you're out of survival mode. Yes, confirmations. Tell yourself good shit about yourself. Now, if you lying to yourself and you know you're a travesty of a fucking human, I'm not talking to you. That would be a delusion and a lie. I don't condone that. That's the shit out here that karmics do that got him out here being crazy. Oh yeah, I'm him. Once, yeah, I'm feeling some Adrian Broner like nigga energy. Oh yeah, I'm him. I can't get an Uber home, and no bitch will touch me, but I'm him. I ran through my money. I'm an alcoholic. I'm him. Okay. Somebody out there a whole hobo or homosexual and homelessly sexual. I just heard. God said no, homeless, hobo, and homo. And they out here, I'm that guy. Okay, that's cool. In an alleyway with a gutter butt slut. I mean, I don't know. People are so fucking crazy. Oh, you a hot boy. Somebody was trying to be a hot boy in my reading the other day. The only thing hot on you, baby, it seems as though maybe you're a fire sign, is that you're burning. Don't seem you're hot like fire. Aaliyah said, yeah, you're not hot like fire, baby. You might be burning. Maybe you need to go to the clinic. Maybe you need to check on some things and write a check on some things. Okay? But anyway, y'all was in 3D and 5D. That green with that open heart chakra, that money is manifesting. You guys are in alignment. Death to the motherfucking rebirth, like we talked about beginning of the channel message with the scorpionic beautiful energy. One fine day. Rose, lily, parks, big trees, shade on a hot day, high IQ, smells lovely, waterfalls. Okay, so it seems like there's a lot. I'm taking this as activities, as some of y'all may want to look up rose, lilies, and spiritually smelling lovely. I just heard. Like look up, say spiritual meaning of like roses, lilies, like spiritual meaning of a good smelling aura. I'm hearing. All right, maybe some of you guys are traveling to Niagara Falls, I just heard. Maybe some of you guys like to visit, I heard, what? Oh, Antigua. I was about to say Antonini. Antonini. Sounds like an Italian name. Antonini. I've heard that name. Maybe it's somebody's family name, I don't know. On so many levels, they are unfriendly. They're unfriendly about children, their sex life, their job, their housing, their parents, their family, they're stubborn. So these karmics are very unfriendly right now. They're going through some bullshit. Again, maybe a water sign, fire sign, the earth sign. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Obviously, we talked about if they're knowingly spreading STDs, that would be a form of SA. Or this could possibly be real SA. Okay, please, God, stay safe. Trigger warning, SA, SA, SA. So this could be a karmic masculine or feminine. I'm hearing a masculine energy that like is, I heard has violent hatred towards you and may want to SA you. I just heard this has gone past spiritual. So this could be a warning. This could be a fire sign that wants to do this. They could have the initials S or A in their first, middle, or last name. They worked with a female friend of yours or theirs. So maybe they tried to come for you and work with a female friend. Maybe this female friend of yours or theirs also is sick. So they live a poly life. They are tempted to touch. They can't sit still. May or may not, and it says May twice, so this is double confirmation, and we're in May, so I'll take that as 333, 3 confirmations that something is current day happening right now with maybe a previous poly situation, or this is going on within something of that nature. May or may not have the money to afford all the households they created, and they hate being alone. So maybe somebody's only poly truly because they're codependent, or they're, I heard, scared to reveal their sexuality, and or like he's a house hopper. I said he, but if I said he about that, he's a house hopper, and I wanted to say everybody involved is codependent. So these people may have a lot of root chakra issues, child abandonment, wound healing issues, like the grounding. It really needs to happen. Yeah. Trigger. These people are dirty. It's getting sticky. I'm hearing it's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. Okay, so HIV, AIDS, dirty, HPV, blood disease. Like, these people have a disease they cannot get rid of that is circulating around in their blood, okay? And even HPV, like, can turn into, like, detrimental cancer, some strains of it. So these people are walking around spreading a lot of disease. But either way, it's something that's happening in their blood. Their blood is being recognized spiritually as well. God said as filthy. Oh, this is karma. This is karma for these people possibly involved in this poly activity, this SA, karmics. They have, yes, an unfavorable diagnosis, possibly fatal. Maybe of this fire sign or somebody with heavy fire in their chart. Forgiveness is key, but who will be spared? And again, I'm so geared to this red and orange. Somebody was deep in their sacral energy, but in a negative way. So, like, they might have been a sex addict, they might have been a porn addict, they might have been somebody who was SA'd themselves as a child, and now, current day, they are a pedo or SA spiritually or are very sexually aggressive. This person or these people are carrying a lot of like, pick me, please, just fuck me, and you better give it to me ass energy. That's like rapists and fucking, I hate to say it, but streetwalkers that are begging for cum in their mouths. That's the energy these people are giving. I don't have any other nice way to put it. I would love to put it another way. I would love to have a kinder word for it because I am working on being kinder because karmics get so upset. Not that I give a fuck how y'all feel, but I'm supposed to teach and preach to everyone. So I'm trying to find a nicer way to tell y'all flying, junking monkeys that this is all of your fault. And 1 to 2 of you in this poly connection had a really bad drug habit. And one of you were able to hide it, and the other one maybe Ben got put away from the situation. So it's like, listen here, with needles, pills, potions, and that type of energy of lust and moral repugnancy, AIDS was bound to happen. I hate to say it like that, y'all. I'm not wishing that upon nobody, y'all. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But if you out here doing reckless things of that nature, that it happens to come across your path because you just making horrific decisions on a mind, soul, and pussy penis level. Confirmation. God said, I gave you something. I give you a vessel, I give you a soul, I give you a spirit, I give you a life. Did you respect it or no? This person was like, nah, I'm good. I want to fuck everything. Yeah, everything wants to fuck me too. Like, that's what I'm hearing. Like, and then these people use sex magic just to keep fucking other people. So it's just like, at some point, I feel like God looked down and shook his head at these people and was like, no. Like, he turned his back away from it. He said, this is... he said, what is this? What is this? Like, he didn't... no. He was mortified. Do you know how fucking detrimental to life you have to be to make God mortified? Like, to mortify the creator of all things. And he's looking like, what the fuck? Like, you made God have that type of visceral reaction to your bullshit. Like, you, baby, I'm scared for these people. Like, genuinely. Just from a perspective of like, why? Tell them that it's human nature. They better have some excuse. I mean, there ain't no excuse for any of this. But I don't know what they're going to tell. I heard the lawyers, the creator. I don't know what they're going to tell anybody. Forgiveness is key, but who will be spared? Who will be spared? Who will be spared? I don't know. Maybe there's 1 or 2 people in the situation that could have been spared from the hives, spared from jail. I heard maybe spared from. I don't know, y'all. I'm hearing a lot of clink, clinks and things, man. Seeing things let's get out this energy because I don't even want to see it. That's nasty. That is nasty. I will not. I'm not even going to say that is fucking filthy. Oh. Close that door. Please close it. No, fuck. Ew. No, I'm going to read this card. I'm not even reading these other cards down here because I got to get out of this energy. I feel like, I already got dressed. When I tell you the level of filth that I see that I don't want to see, I be having to take a spiritual shower. Okay. Oh. Yeah, God can't wait for these people, in all due respect, to go to hell. He's like, hurry up. He's telling the archangels and shit. He's like, listen, you see this shit? Look at that. Get that filth off my streets. Get him off. I don't care if you in a mansion. God is looking at you, and he's disgusted. Just, it's nasty. It's bad, y'all. So, karmics, the worst is yet to come. The worst is yet to come. Get out your feelings about it, ho. They came for the wrong one. But the right one. They came for a divine masculine, divine feminine chosen earth angel, possibly. I heard you got plenty of warning, so don't cry now. Take it like a man, I just heard. I don't know. Or a manly bitch. Are you a shim, karmic crosswatcher, if you don't mind comment? Are you a shim? Them Or do you just are you just so distorted? Like you don't know what you are on the inside. You so fucking angry. You a man and you a woman. Ugh. No wonder you only command $20 to suck a dick. That's what I heard. Ugh. Karmics, y'all holding meetings about people. Y'all need to beware. That's what y'all need to be talking about. Being aware of what I just said to you from God. That's the message, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. You too. You too. It was glorious to see y'all again. I love you guys so, so much. Yes, I love you. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.